Alright, so here is your solving day one homework assignment. Help you out here. We'll do this little video for you. So when you see square roots on both sides of the equation, you can just simply, so the index there is a 2, so we want to do a power of 2 then to both sides. And that will cancel out the square root symbols, leaving us with negative 3 minus x equals negative 9 minus 2x. Cool. Let's see here. So we want to solve for x. So I'm thinking if I add 2x to both sides now, we want to get all the x's on one side and all the numbers on the other side. That'll give us 2x minus 1x is just x. And then add 3 to the other side. So then we get negative 9, positive 3 is what, a negative 6? Cool. Then, so that is our solution. And then we want to go ahead and plug it back in to the original equation to see if it works. So I'm going to erase those squarings there. And I'm going to plug in a negative 6, plug in a negative 6. And so you have to be careful there because there's a lot of negatives and multiplication going on there. So this is going to be a negative times negative is a positive. So we're going to have the square root of negative 3 with a positive 6 equals negative 9, and then negative 6 times negative 2 is a positive 12. So then we have 6 minus 3 is 3, radical 3, and then 12 minus 9 is also radical 3. And so that works. The solution works, and so x equals negative 6 is correct. Number 2 is another one good to show you there. So we have a square root on one side and a b on the other. Think of it as x if you want to, or b. So we're going to go ahead and power to both sides. So then that gets rid of the square root symbol. So we have negative 1 minus 2b is equal to b squared. Now remember, if you see that squared there, how can we solve for b? And you also have a b to the first power. That means you want to factor it, right? And get everything to one side. And so we're going to add 1 to this side. And we're going to add 2b to this side. And so bringing this down here, it's going to be b squared plus 2b and then plus 1. And then that's equal to 0 because this side canceled out and became a 0. So then we set those equal to 0, but we just factor those. So we get b and b. We get, let's see here, so 1 and 1, both positive. And so when we set those both equal to 0 there, we do get a b equals negative 1, b equals negative 1. So the solution is b equals negative 1. However, one of them might be, let's see, I wonder if that's extraneous or not. So you want to write down the original problem and plug in negative 1 wherever you see an x. So I'm going to go ahead and draw an arrow here. The original problem was the square root of negative 1 minus 2 times b. Now that b is going to be a negative 1 because wherever we see a b, we're going to plug in a negative 1 there. And then here's also a negative 1. So when we do that, we get, let's see, negative 2 times negative 1 is a positive 2. And then 2 minus 1 is just 1. So we get the square root of 1 is equal to negative 1. Ooh, and the square root of 1 is just 1. And 1 cannot equal negative 1. So that means that this is no solution. Or if you want to write the beautiful word, the extraneous solution. So either no solution is the right answer with b equals negative 1, or the extraneous solution. Okay? So that's for number 2. So you'll run into some extraneous solutions there. And really, we took some really good notes. So, everything else is basically the same thing. If you're worried about this one, this would be a supersonic fast one where the square roots go away. So we're just left with x over 2 is equal to 6 minus x. And then we got to get it out of the 2 out of the bottom. So we just multiply it by 2 to both sides of the equation. So we're left with x equals 6x minus, and then you just multiply the 2 through. So then we get, what, 12 minus 2x. And then all we have to do is add 2x to the other side. And you'll be able to get it after this one. I think 3 is pretty good, sufficient here to help you. So then that's going to be 2x plus 1x is 3x, because the 2x to the other side. And then bring down the 12, and so divide by 3, or not. Oh, there it is. Divide by 3. And then to both sides. Turned black. That was weird. And divide by 3 to both sides. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we just get x is equal to 4 as our solution. And if you plug it back in, 6 minus 4 is radical 2, and then 4 divided by 2 is radical 2, so radical 2 equals radical 2, and so we do have the solution works. Cool. So hopefully this video helped you. A lot of the other ones are very similar, and you're going to do good on this assignment. So thanks for watching, and keep working hard on this assignment, and it'll be due there coming up. Thanks, and thanks for watching. Bye for now. And don't forget to love little tiny furry creatures, because they are nice to you and they like to run in metal wheels, and it's Caden and Mr. Larson's favorite as well. So, oh, I think my dog wants to eat my hamster, and that's ridiculous because he's furry and cuddly. Anyways, take it easy. Bye for now.